making friends with everyone. Here they go. Smokes are out. 3 CTs to receive. Exile tucked under the mini pit. And it's the first good shot from Shiro, tested by Skulls. That's the first for TeamOne, and it might be the only one. Now another double from Exile. He's caught 3 on the pit hold. Bombs loose, and Maluki, well, you've got a P250. That's something, but multiple targets, multiple angles, and he is pushing it second too early on the flasher. Is there something in the fabric of the individuals? Hobbit should have no issues here. It's only 1 from the Tech-9 so far, and wrapping it up is PRT. Pesadello's caught another CT spawn and weaponry found. They've got map control, and Gambit now on notice. NaVi's forced out a deep smoke, and that's perfect. So is that, but caught by PRT. He can plant now. Exile's the A player. He destroyed them in the previous round, but now he has to clutch up. PRT playing it smart, drops a smoke. And now, you know, the air of uncertainty. Because of that smoke, he could be going new box, he could be crossing emo. There's a lot of uncertainty, but Exile, he pre-aims the right spot, hits his jump, and still survives.
All right.
Just as the smoke fades, he's there.
20 seconds.
Yeah, and there's another flash for the actual steps. As soon as they hear them, yeah, smoke CT, now's the time. Flash, Hobbit wants to hold the line, 15 seconds, and oh dear, Shiro takes matters into his own hands. It might bait them into not check boost. And now Hobbit, only the one. NaVi can play spoiler.
Just has to live.
That's all he has to do. And he has.
We're being a human stopwatches right now. I said the time about 4 times in that round, and I think
it's an easy to know that they're a team. And that's how we pivot back here into the counter-strike.
Oh, Mouse!
That's all right. Mouse has provided some Deagle action, keeping it exciting. I was watching the game yesterday, and yeah, it seemed like Malbs' Deagle can do enough. Oh dear, it's Malbs to save them again.
1 on 2.
He's hit the AWP shot. Could this be the first for TeamOne just on the Deagles?
Looking very good for this one.
Certainly is, especially considering the absence of the kit. There is one on site. Malbs, though, with the AWP. If he could find Skulls neat and tidy, which I don't even know if it's going to be given to him. You can see the passive line he's holding.
Hobbit does have a molly. If he mollies pit, he can at least flush Malbs out for a fight here, but this is still very difficult. No kit on Hobbit. There's 2 in the site.
Keeping it simple, stupid. Age-old strategy. Time is just a bit too tight here, Hobbit. He does find the first. He's got a good idea as to the second. Oh, no!
He's got it!
He's got the kit in time!
Oh,
That's
no.
disaster! Just in the last second, it falls apart. You were talking about the stopwatch, Chad. If they'd have just... And just like that, another early man advantage given to Gambit. 3 on 4. Malbs, huge impact on the Deagle. Had the round denied. It's a odd little gap for him to maneuver through. He'll get flashed in by Maluki, and it should be the freebie.
Nice.
There's one trying to transfer. Nice. Hello, Malbs. Again announces his presence in the server with a huge double entry into B. Only enters to try and change the conversation. He's surged forward towards the construction. Enters yet to be found. Maluki going for the default plant. That can't be denied. But the element of surprise perhaps lives on. Contact from Exile could draw fire elsewhere. The element of surprise is crucial here. He has an incendiary. May want to drop that towards the new box or oranges.
New box would be great right now.
Certainly would.
Money's not great for Gambit, you know.
He's got the molly. He's got a molly here for Dark. And Intis is already pushed in for 1. Malb to be forced out by the molly. They can process of elimination. New box, banana. The priorities. They haven't got time for this.
Run boost.
Woo! Flying around the corner of the Malbs. It's a stylish 3rd and even a 4th. TeamOne found themselves a gem, and the answer's by the door. You could, I don't know, I just saw Shiro's AWP there. I thought, it's interesting. I've never seen a bullet thrown the other way. Still, we're in and up mid. There you go. That's a dream for TeamOne. I definitely wouldn't trifle with Shiro's AWP, and he gets info. Lots of pressure now mounting onto Apps, but he actually goes forward. Exile once fights. He loses his life in the process. PRT has found the first for TeamOne.
Good info. They know the AWP was there as well, so pressure onto A. Shiro's going to be in trouble here.
Yeah, he's under a lot of scrutiny. Flashed off. Already fires off the shot. Inter's trying to keep him safe and sound. He bides his time for the repeak, and that's a no-scope. Needs another. Can't be found. Malbs again with the double entry. Back-to-back rounds. Malbs has put his team in a position to convert.
Still good util on NaVi here. He's rotating up mid.
Hobbit denied the incredible 1v2 after Malbs' Deagle work. This time, I think the AK may have done enough. NaVi does have util, but only an MP9 in the apartments. If anything, they can contain these Ts. They don't want to let them get away with the recovered AWP.
Nice shot. No kit here for NaVi.
If they go for the pit save, though, he's got everything he needs to dosia their whole equipment stack.
Oh.
Nice. That's the AWP denied, and he might just focus on recovery of that. Yeah.
Oh, they're chasing.
Interesting.
Gonna try and deny this.
They're hunting for him. He hears it. Very loud on the hunt. And oh dear, NaVi, you're a dead man walking. Spotted, tagged, and fragged. Takes another with him for the good measure.
Good chase. And let's get this one back underway because we liked what we've seen, and now some aggression down mid. Entes. That's a big one to find.
One he could definitely deal with skulls. Not today. USP poised. NaVi 2 into the apartments. Hobbit once more, and the backs are turned, and it looks like Axile has done some of the job for him. Caught off guard as he goes down. The Guatemalan, a Central American country south of Mexico. It's the home of volcanoes, rainforests, and ancient Mayan sites.
Oh, okay. That does excite me a
that
bit.
tickles your pickle. I went to see that in Cancun. I went to see some of the Mayan.
Right,
the
you
Mayan
did.
temples. They were amazing.
That was back in like 2018.
It's one of the wonders of the world. I couldn't tell you what it was called though.
Yeah, we've been to South America a couple times. Hold on a second. PRT is taking down Shiro. Now he has the kit and a smoke. There is a world that someone lives in where he can win this one.
PRT trying to control the simulation for the next 30 seconds.
Is that PTR in disguise?
Oh, imagine.
That would be quite the arc, wouldn't it?
That would be such a story
He's
arc.
moved, he's changed his identity.
Dog. I'd read a book about Hobdog. I'm sure most children above the age of 3 would probably be interested.
Half man, half dog.
Dog. It's actually lit. Could be still. I'm just biding my time. Another deagle frag and I'll change my tone. Hang
the
on.
HP at PRT keeps it honest on that.
That's just enough for me to not get too excited. But they do manage to find more on Malbs. Very impressive stuff. Inter's just timing this to perfection. It's PRT.
Oh, now we're interested.
Now we are. And now Axile has been positioned here to catch them as they push for info and weaponry. But Pesadello does get booked. It's just PRT now. An elevated position. This could enable him to catch the timing. But yeah, quick reactions from Axile. He saves the day for Gambit. And we get ever closer mind. He still unloads his mag.
It's all on Malbs.
Crosshair was placed perfectly. It is all on Malbs again. The most impressive of the TeamOne pack. But it's Shiro. Plucks him from the peak.
Is that an intentional gap?
Could have been, but Maluki's used it to great success. Hobbit loves his intentional gaps.
Those moves.
And bounding into the site like a graceful gazelle finds the equalizer.
Smooth stuff right there. Still under the pump here, though.
Yeah.
3v3.
If he can contest the plant in any way, shape, or form, he can't initially. And now pushing in. Good stuff from Skulls. The pressure mounting. Shiro pushed in. Multiple angles. He's caught it. Maluki put his own head in the vice. And now their chances dwindle. Axile confirms 15 for Gambit.
So they want to fight this one, TeamOne.
That will spread. Hobbit, dead man walking, burns down to 23, and he's going to get sprayed on pre-fire down. Enters to babysit, and he gets them both. Hobbit saved by his teammate. Maluki's the last man on B. Hobbit goes shopping for util and sticks around. So seems like they want to go and try and sell this. Maluki, if you push for info, as they do mid as well, interesting. So TeamOne, they take both mid and banana back.
It's the Halls pop. They've just completely vacated site and pit. This is problems.
Yeah, especially considering Skull's position. Baited by the strafe. They can all drop in. Axile's got wall bangs on wall bangs and frags on frags. Hobbit, patience does not get rewarded, so Maluki will be able to rotate and join his teammate. But bomb now going down thanks to Shiro. Enters. Of course, he's been given the AWP to hold this.
Oh!
He's missed his shot. Maluki, impactful frags. He'd need another, though. This, with every passing second, looks like 16. NaVi playing it passive. Axile for first contact, given the low HP. Shiro, responsible for balcony, will mantle up if he needs to. Here's the chance, and there it goes. It's locked down. Same score as last time. From Katowice now to Pro League. Gambit. Skulls. And he can't believe his luck. 2 don't check him. Even a third on the cards. It's going to be Shiro to keep it competitive. The kit is on B, so if they do plant, there is a high likelihood that this retake favors TeamOne, not only with a man advantage, but kit accessible. Just Kevlar for the rest of them, though, and they are coming up for a 3-man short pincer. Axile pushing the issue towards Apps, and if he finds Maluki, oh, it gets harder. Gambit, bomb ticking, but 4 pushing in. You'd need to see some hero headshots, and Shiro's already provided 1 and a second into the 3rd. Okay, he's on for the ace. Tagged up, softened up. Shiro's gonna melt through them like butter. And
where Gambit are postured.
no, but it's just so scary to feel like that is either retrievable or something you could lose. Nafny's recovered it.
Oh, problems now.
He's hit another clean shot, this time with the scout from stairs. Bombs on ramp, Pincer from Palace. Inter's responsible for it. Hobbit late arrival through connector. They're trying to bait and hope that Hobbit can pick the gap. I don't think Pesadello's ready for this. Oh, but he's got cover. Pesadello does fall. Hobbit does well to adjust into him, but they know PRT's triple now as well. They have to adjust to that. Bullets good from Hobbit. Forces him out of position and seizing back a distinct advantage. This is what Gambit have been doing a lot of in the games. You said we watched all of them, Chad.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. We were talking about it in the car, actually. We were driving home. But, you know, what we just saw there from Hobbit, where Nafny and Inters both take contact after a period of silence and don't commit. And at that point in time, you know the comms are, they're talking about Palace, they're talking about ramp, they're talking about what nades they have to respond, they're talking about the time. They're not talking about the potential. You know, we started today with a bootcamp conversation, and who better as an example of the power of a bootcamp than Gambit, who have been, I couldn't give you the number, but I'll say it as vaguely and as sweeping statement-y as I can. They've been bootcamping for a long time.
Every time we see Gambit playing, they're in a bootcamp environment. I think Hobbit spoke about they go for a couple months and then he'll go home for a little while and then they go for a couple months again. Now, we talked about Hobbit's age before. He's 26. The rest of the team, very, very young, right? This is all they know. They live and breathe this. And you can see exactly what that's done. What we mean is, why did they spend so much time
thinking about this?
Better than us.
Yes,
anyway, it's fast again, up mid.
Oh
double.
dear! Oh dear, oh dear. Rifle found early. They've got Kevlar behind it. One more from Skulls. And we had a conversation. Maybe we still do. Pesadello spray. Molly does deny. They can peek over it from the boost if they could just stop slipping off each other's heads. Too much hair gel.
Oh, the nade.
Yeah, but he's up now. Maybe the element of surprise because his foundations have been taken from him.
It's a flank 2. Lukey's coming.
Smalb's got the smooth moves. Yep, jumps up on short. Makes sense. It will keep Axar busy as well. Good luck. Puts one between the wickets. No real way in here. Malvs' Deagle is always threatening, but it's only Maluki now. Time is so sensitive, and he just hasn't got...
He's aware, though, right? Like,
oh, yeah. He may have even heard the scope. We didn't catch the action as it unfolded. Malbs has drawn blood, though, and he may be set for a second. Look at this. Oh, Maluki does manage to convert.
Goes down with the native Skulls there. So this one here is looking like a round. A Shiro 1-on-4 to deny TeamOne their first. Is Shiro going to give this one a crack? He's thrown the AWP away. Okay, 7 HP, 3 more. Dead.
Dead, but with no AWP to be... Hobbit's trying to bail his teammate out, but over the boxes, there's no way he's ready for this. Perfect find. Pesadello converts off the back of the initial utility. PRT finds another. Bomb spotted top mid. TeamOne, they're looking to string together some defensive rounds here. Oh, Shiro deleted. The rest is just a consolation prize at this point. A wooden spoon for Hobbit as he takes down Pesadello.
Ence has a little bit of room here, but would need to get offered a kill. Difficult to clear. You can see under shadow. Tucks on in.
Okay. Well, with the A player dead, that's going to force PRT to be responsible. They aren't rotating immediately. Hobbit's being very quiet about the B walk.
He's selling this Inters.
He's trying his best.
If he finds another kill, Hobbit might have a doorway into B.
Maluki's not looking. If Hobbit peeks apps and looks deep short, will Maluki piece it together in time? They don't have info yet. It spells trouble for Maluki. He's considering it now. And Hobbit's been spotted. A great frag. That's round winning. He's so disconnected. It all hinged on Hobbit with the bomb. Nothing you can do now. Bomb's down on B. Inters is up mid with 10 seconds. It's just not enough time.
May as well just save at this point. Money's not great for Gambit. This AK for Inters with his 8k, he'll be able to drop across some guns. Just financial damage. He gets another kill. Oh, can't even manage that. Lukey might get caught off guard by the pace of this.
Yeah, he's just going to go 1 for 1. Does well to find Hobbit. PRT set up for success. A dink from the Galil. It's not enough. Need lethality here. And Shiro melts as well. Malbs falls to keep it slightly more possible. Inters finding one from the Palace position. The bomb is loose on A. Skulls rotating in to stay competitive. 35 bullets on the fresh weapon that Axar picks up. Now, this is the gauntlet you have to run. gotten across uncontested. And enters a huge duel to win. Leaves it all onto Skulls. He's gone too. Gambit wills.
That info, they're in trouble.
Enters is usually good for one on these positions. Pasadena taking some huge risks. If he could just find their head, Hobbit weathers the storm. Inter's not willing to contest. Instead, Axile trying to hit a couple of shots elsewhere, though they're losing all of the other elements of the attack. It's just these three now on B. And the rotates in. Need one from Malbs. Oh, he's denied, and so is the round. Maluki left. They know exactly where you are. Inter's is not going to give you any room. He takes it from him, though, puts him down on 7 HP. Two of them are low within that one tap radius of that P250. If he could take his time and get given one, but we know who we're talking about here. Everyone's just taking their hands off the keyboard. Hobbit says, I've got it. And 11 is found. You wouldn't believe it, dude.
Oh.
Never liked the threes.
Instant dink as well. What is PRT meant to do? Didn't like the threes?
They didn't like the threes, but obviously in Counter-Strike, you pick up the threes quite quick. That's the 3 times table, by the way, we're referring to. We are grown men discussing which times tables intimidate us.
Maths in general.
Yeah. I was always very envious of the kids that had successfully, you know, like most kids would have the times table like poster on their wall somewhere in the house.
Well, we had it in the bathroom.
Yeah, I see, you did have one. For some reason, I was just jealous of people that had the poster, A, and B, actually used it and learned from it.
I didn't use it.
Okay.
I just stared at it every day. I was like, okay.
Yeah, there's numbers on there.
Try, mum and dad.
It's cool. Appreciate it. 4v5,
55 seconds. Territory, mid taken, but not looking too threatening. As you can see, Gambit now lumping out more grenades, more damage, stalling out Team1. They had troubles with this on their Inferno T side. When they were quicker, they were threatening. When they were slow, the fights just fell in favor of Gambit. 3 through connector.
Eesh. There he goes. Good find. Hobbit's made the shotgun work, though, and they are smoked off for 25 seconds. I mean, where do you go? Oh, you run into Shiro. Rock, hard place. B, late pivot. Shiro knows it. All he has to do is hold the line, and he does it with convincingly across the two. But it is just interesting that Gambit are not looking like an indomitable force.
Sure, this one here, obviously, the scape of opponent is why the scoreline is like this. But you bang on the MIBR drop in a map. Not worrying, but they can bleed, right?
Cause for concern?
Yeah, and maybe that comes down to what we were talking about to kick off this series, right? Being able to lock out against opponents that you should be beating. Well, they're doing that here. 3 more kills and we're done 16-5. 2 more. Just Malbs. Give us a highlight, make us scream.
Why don't we have a Chad play-by-play moment?
Malbs, 1-on-3 situation. Minute 10 on the clock here, looking for all 3 Gambit members. Shiro, Axile, and Inters all stand the bomb down in.
Where did you find this ramp? Why are you running up a ramp already? The bomb's not even up.
Well, I wanted to go really high on
I know, but if you start that high, where are you going to end up?
Vince level.
Okay.
Shiro, the Deagle. Malbs is taking window control. There's 50 seconds left. He has it all to do. There's still no chance for a kill whatsoever, is there?
Just can't handle the amount of cream you're putting on this croissant.
The gap is
that is not an expression.
He's in the window room. Sound has to be made here. As Malbs looking to dismount. Molotov gives away his position. Axile searching. Malbs ready. The jump, the knife out, and Axile's going to do it. It's 16-5. Gambit take it 2-0.
Wow, the Katowice Grand Finals continue after the break.